Constantine says, thank you, Derek, for the call, the course, and the mindset you help instill in your students. How do you navigate vast amounts of uncertainty where you are no longer sure you are going down the right path? Thank you. That's a great question. You're a smart guy. You ask a lot of smart questions. Um, yeah, and Constantine shows up at the live events, actually does the work, has been around for years, made a sincere effort, and yeah, respect to you, man. Um, you don't know, the only things that are sure in life are death and taxes. That's not just a joke saying, that's reality. It's like the only things you can be certain of is, well, you're going to die later, and probably you're going to be paying taxes to some government or mafia organization or whatever it might be. Depending where you live in the world, there's going to be a, the local gang boss is going to come extort you for a little money, or the government's going to extort you for a little money, and that's how life is everywhere. So if the government, don't be mad about taxes, because if the government wasn't taking some of your money, then you'd be paying it to a mafia member or a gang boss, or that's how life is. So death and taxes are certain. Anything else, there is plenty of uncertainty, and you got to behave in a way, and this is the part nobody wants to do. You got to behave in a way that no matter what the future looks like, it couldn't be true that you wouldn't be rewarded for your behaviors. All right, so you got to behave in a way like if there's a lot of uncertainty out there, but you're the guy that's like, well, I don't know what the going to happen in the next couple of years, but I know if I'm strong and fit and talented and resourceful, and I have high quality relationships, high quality friendships, there's no permutation of reality that you're going to be worse off. So maybe there's moments that you're not focused on strict financial things. You're like, I don't know what to do, but let me pay attention and try to get a sense of what's going on. Let me ask some questions on the mentoring call or at the live events and get other people's opinion. And then, yeah, let me go do the things that I know that will be rewarding in the future. Like you're not going to wake up in 5 years and be like, man, I wish I was weak. I wish I was, weaker, dumber, had friendships, knew less about, finance or business, economics, accounting. So there's plenty of things that, maybe don't give you an immediate payoff, but you could still be investing in your future. And making progress that you'll be rewarded in the future for your current behaviors, even if you don't know where things are going or what to do right now. So that's fine. Life is that way. And there's a great documentary about Genghis Khan out there that there's times he had setbacks for 10 years. He had terrible defeats on the battlefield a couple times. And he'd have it'd take him 10 years to go build his army back. And he'd come back and things up again. He'd go, yeah, the guy had something like a 200,000 person army later in life, and these guys were killers and warriors that he would go defeat other armies that had 3 times the people. He'd go defeat I forget the name of the group to the south of them in today it's northern China. Starts with a Y, I think, but he'd go defeat them. They had 600,000 soldiers, and he brought 120,000. And took over their territory with 20% of the military that they had, but his people were hard and better trained. So the things that you do during peace times, when other people are chilling, and you're making yourself, training yourself and hardening yourself to be a tougher man, to make better judgments, to have better fitness, more strength, better judgments. Particularly, you're going to get paid for your judgments, not your muscles in general. If you feel strong and confident and competent, there's plenty of things you might not know where things are going to happen in 6 months or 2 years, but if you're learning aggressively and doing the right things consistently, you'll still be in a lot better position in 6 months or 2 years. When you have a more clear vision, you're like, oh, I think we're going over here now. Let me get there first. I think the world is heading over here. Let me invest in that first. And be the first person, get there before the others do. So by the time they buy the stock or buy whatever and pile in later, they'll be paying a premium price. Right now it's at a discount. So there's plenty of times of uncertainty. do things that will give you more certainty in the future when the world is a little more clear. Probably I'll see you soon. We got an event here next Thursday. I'll probably see you here in person. Respect to those that did the work. I know it's not an easy course. If it was easy, every other loser could get the same results. But a lot of you did things that you can be proud of, that you legitimately will change your life if you go implement. And the majority of you will be on next week's course. We start Markets Mastery next week. I'm very proud of all these courses. I'm particularly proud of Markets Mastery. There's more money can be exchanged in the stock market, in global markets. There's nothing else like it. There's nothing else like it. So if you know what you're doing there's tremendous wealth, and this course is a great foundation for that. Again, respect for those that really did the work and earned a high level of new knowledge and accomplishment. You're going to be well rewarded for that. I think for the rest of your lives. And again, I'll see most of you on Markets Mastery. I'll see the best of you next week at my live event here. We're going to go through distressed investing for a couple days, and we're going to do a separate course for a couple days about high-level management of leading organizations, being a strong leader, being a strong manager, high-level corporate governance and leadership. So I'm very excited about both of those topics. Excited to have the folks over here for those two events. Best wishes. Respect to those that deserved it.
You watch this video all the way through, and that tells me you're dedicated to learning more and earning far above average outcomes in your life. Congratulations for that. But now it's time to take action. If you could have earned those results by yourself, you would have done it already. My head coach has opened up a few spots on his high-demand calendar for an in-person, one-on-one strategy session to help you. On this call, we'll give you the pragmatic advice that you can implement tonight to get laser-focused on the right metrics and leave mediocrity far behind in your past. Click that link right now in the description below and apply for your call immediately. Do it now.